I want to have a look and find out if I can connect with anything here on the hill of many stones. This is me. I'm on top of a hill in the Scottish Highlands on a misty afternoon, looking at a Neolithic site that has baffled historians for centuries. So of course, I took the opportunity to get out Deadcom and see if I could connect with any ancient energies. Welcome to Spooky Month 2024, and I hope you enjoy this unique mini investigation. Obviously I can't walk into the centre of the site. I'll include some information at the start of this, but there are a couple of stones along here which are quite close to the path. So I'm going to come along here where it's a bit more sheltered, and then I'm going to put down my phone and invite anyone to try and connect with me. I understand that these kinds of videos might not be everyone's cup of tea. That's why I also include historical ones. But it's something that I'm interested in. Can you believe it's the end of September and all this gorse is out? Someone else has just turned up, so I'll start filming again in a second. Okay, so after a short break to let the people go, they walked around it once and drove off in their cars. I'm just wondering if there's any energy here that I can pick up on. And my dad made a good point. This is the only place that we've seen, as far as I can tell. Obviously, I might be able to find some stuff when I look back on my videos. That the gorse is out daily. That the gorse is out. I know it's quite secluded up on here, but it's not that secluded. It's still on the side of a hill. So it's just said daily on there. Obviously I'm looking to connect with an old energy, an ancient energy, if that's what it was. Because you never know, it might not be Neolithic. I mean, the stones might be, but it could be that this place was added to right up until recent times. Recent being Victorian or something like that. We're not allowed to walk into the middle, we need to keep the perimeter path. But it's just to show you. They said there's over 200 stones placed around here, including flagstones. If there's any energy here, ancient or otherwise, please come through. Score. Daily score. Score. I'm going to turn the sound up a little bit. Okay, so we've got daily score. I'm going to respect the monument and not walk into the middle of it. So I'm going to stay on the perimeter. Please, if there's anyone here, any ancient tribe, I mean you no harm. Please connect with me if you can see me or hear me. Can you see or hear me? Daily score doesn't seem to mean anything or be related to anything. Can you please speak in your own language next to me? If you can understand what I'm saying, even if you can't, if you speak near me, it should be able to pick it up. I'm standing right in this line of stones. Please, can you connect with me if there's anyone here? If you see me and you're curious, please talk near me. I'm standing on one of the stones to elevate myself. Is there anyone here that would like to make contact with me in this extremely remote spot?
Killed.
Thank you.
Ask.
I need to ask a question. What was this place? Was it a grave site? Stopped. I had that back at Castle Sinclair. Was this a grave
1.
site? Was this a grave site for families? Or was this a grave site for one person who was killed and people came to remember them? Like an important lord of the area, an important chieftain. Okay, I feel really warm, like it's really chilly. But all of a sudden, I feel like everything is warm. Like when the sun suddenly comes out and starts drying stuff off. That's weird. It's all over my front of my body. Is that you? Are you around me? It's just vibrated. Are you around me? I'm asking you to speak with me through this device in my hand, or just be around me anyway. I understand that I'm not from the same time as you. I'm interpreting what's just come through, that this was a graveyard for one person that was killed. Oh my god, it's really warm. Unless that Coast Guard helicopter is trying to look for someone that's been killed. That's the only other thing I can think of. We haven't seen the Coast Guard or the police all holiday. Most of that word bank came through there when I was standing on a stone. And there's more flagstones up here. So I'm going to ask you again, is this a graveyard? Is this a place of remembrance for people that have died or been killed? If you look down there, there's a couple of groups of gorse, but everything else in the distance isn't blooming. Oh, I've literally... Copper just looked that way. I'm holding his second bit of his lead. He just yanked me that way, and I swear to God, I actually swear, I bet that didn't pick up on the camera, I actually swear there was a person. It felt like it was a short person wearing animal pelts, just darted from like there to there. And that sounds stupid because obviously I've seen the signboard, so I'm probably thinking of it. It sounds really stereotypical, but I was looking this way, facing where the camera's facing. Copper just pulled me that way. My mum and dad are that way, and there's no one else here, so why would he have pulled me that way? And right where that tall bit of grass is, I just saw someone go like that. Nothing else has come through on here. If that was you and you just showed yourself to me, I'm not afraid of you. I'm here for peace. To visit your amazing gravesite, or whatever it is. It is a beautiful place. The stones are amazing. I think more people have just turned up.
Feel.
Right, you just said feel when I turned the sound down. Yep, I can feel you. I feel so ridiculous as well. Sit back. Well guys, what do you think? The first couple of words didn't seem to mean anything, but once I stood on that first flat stone, everything sort of changed and I felt this warm glow. I can't accurately describe what I saw dart across the path, but it was the size of a small man or a smallish deer, and it was almost as if there was a brief change in time for a split second where I could see it looking at me as it rushed past into the centre of the stones. Copper seemed to sense something too. Have any of you visited the site, and what do you think of the gorse flowers only blooming out of season amongst the stones? I definitely want to go back and see if I can pick up anything else via different methods. As always, stay open-minded and stay curious.